Damian Lillard has a decision to make.
I'ma make him give me roses.
When it comes to the Suns, one thing I don't get is why they're always talking trash and crying when somebody retaliates. First quarter, LeBron James gets the night started with a fast break layup after a block from Anthony Davis. This is the leader of the Knicks, the one we supposed to be building around. I'll see you at the top, nigga.
I'ma do this for you, bro. I'ma make him give me roses.
Welcome to today's edition of Blackout Sports. I am your humble host, Matthew Wilson, your future favorite sportscaster, here with the latest at NBA news. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for updates on all the newest content. So for today's episode, you already see the title in the thumbnail. Is Dame going to get traded? Now, there were reports that Dame doesn't want to be a part of the rebuilding phase. He wanted the Blazers to trade the number 3 pick, get him an all-star to play with. They weren't able to do that. They tried to package the number 3 pick and Anthony Simons to Brooklyn for Mikal Bridges. That trade has been declined. They went ahead and instead they drafted Scoot Henderson at number 3 to play alongside Dame. Dame met with the front office yesterday to talk about the future. Then there were reports that the Blazers have no intention of trading Damian Lillard and they're looking to build around him and Scoot Henderson for the future. So before we get started and you get my opinion, let's go ahead and take a listen to Kendrick Perkins on ESPN First Take. He had an interesting perspective on the Dame situation. I kind of feel the same thing. So let's go ahead and listen to him and then you'll get my opinion on everything that's going on with Dame, all right?
Like I've been saying since last week, I'm tired of talking about it. We've been talking about Damian Lillard and is he going to get traded for the last 3 or 4 years. And at this point, I'm starting to think Dame is trolling, right? I'm starting to think that he's trolling and he's wanting the attention or we're giving him too much attention. Look, he wants to be in Portland. Dame, I don't know if championships matter to him like it matters to us and want to see him on the big stage. I believe in his mind, he's wishful thinking right now when it comes down to him being able to contend for a title in Portland and draw the necessary pieces to Portland to help him compete. And it's just not going to happen. Until Dame walks in or till Dame requests a trade, I'm tired of talking about it.
All right. So a couple of things, all right? I'm kind of with Perk, man. I can't even lie. I'm kind of with Perk. This Dame trade thing has been happening for 3 years now. It started when they traded C.J. McCollum. It was obvious they were looking to go in a different direction when it came to that. Anthony Simons stepped up. Nobody kind of saw that coming. Shaedon Sharpe then developed, but it still hasn't been enough. They signed Jeremy Grant. He was all right, but he wasn't necessarily the star that they're looking for Dame. He was just kind of like a complimentary piece. To address Perk's point, I don't think Dame is trolling. And I do think that championships are important to Dame. I get where he's coming from. Sometimes the news cycle can kind of wear you down. But here's my opinion on the situation, all right? If I'm Dame and I want to have a championship and put myself in the best position to do that, I would request a trade. The issue is Dame is incredibly loyal to Portland, and I get that. Like, I love that about Dame. I love that he wants to win the championship, but he wants to do it on his terms, and he wants to do it in Portland. The problem is other stars don't want to play in Portland. That's the issue here. As I previously stated in the beginning of the video, Dame is not interested in being a part of the rebuilding process. He wanted the number 3 pick traded. It didn't happen. When that didn't happen, when I didn't see that trade come across the ticker during draft night, I automatically assumed that Dame was going to request a trade. It hasn't happened. They're looking to continue their relationship. He wants to see what they're going to do during free agency or who they can get. The free agency class isn't the deepest, so I don't know exactly who he's looking to acquire for him to feel happy and to feel like he's in contention in the West. You see what the Suns have done with Bradley Beal. The Lakers just went to the Western Conference Finals. We'll see with the Warriors. It's a little tricky about what's going on with Chris Paul being in their lineup. That'll be interesting to see. Memphis, even though Ja's going to be suspended for 25 games, they play relatively well when he's not on the floor. You add a Marcus Smart, the veteran leadership that they need in that locker room. They should be better next year. Dallas drafted some defense. We'll see if they re-sign Kyrie Irving. I think that's a high possibility. Kyrie doesn't have too big of a market out there looking to pay him 4 years with the max. So you looking at, and the Nuggets, I'm sorry, the Nuggets just won a championship. They're still going to be there. To me, they're the favorites in the West. Pelicans should be better. It's hard for me to put Portland right now, even with the free agents that are out there. It's hard for me to look at the Portlands and be like, you're going to be in contention. I don't blame the organization either for not just trading Dame. I wouldn't do that. You still need a vet as a star to guide the young guys on your roster. I really applaud them for not trading that number 3 pick, though. I really do. I'm not mortgaging my future. With the trades that we've seen go on in this offseason, Bradley Beal, Jordan Poole, John Collins, you know what I'm saying? We've seen these trades where you're not getting the Rudy Gobert special. You're just not getting that because of the incoming CBA and teams worried about being in that second apron to where you're not able to fill out the rest of your roster. So the Blazers are doing it right. At this point, it's all up to Dame. Dame did have 2 preferred destinations if he was to get traded. One of them is Miami. I think that's a good spot. Him, Bam, Jimmy Butler, Coach Spo could fill in pieces depending on what you trade, be able to coach that team up to be a contender. I see that. Brooklyn's a little weird to me. I get that he's close to Mikal Bridges, but it'll be you, Mikal Bridges, and Ben Simmons, and all 3 of you are making max dollars. So Ben, you don't even know if Ben Simmons is going to play. Yeah, I see the videos and I see the pictures of him working out in the offseason. That means nothing to me until I see Ben Simmons play on the floor. So in that aspect, if you were to go to Brooklyn, you're in the same spot that you were in with Portland, except Mikal Bridges is a better player than Anthony Simons, Shaedon Sharpe, and Jeremy Grant, and Nurkic. But Nurkic is always hurt too, so you're really in the same, you're kind of really in the same spot if you're Damian Lillard. I'm kind of with Perk, man. I'm kind of tired of hearing about it at this point. During my time on Conversations at the Shop, love y'all boys, by the way. During my time on there, we always talked about if Dame wants to be traded, if Dame wants to win, and if he gets traded, you know, that means he wants to win, and if he stays in Portland, that doesn't mean he does. That means he doesn't want to win. I don't agree with that sentiment at all. I just feel like Dame wants to win, and Dame wants to do it in Portland, and he wants to be the guy doing it, and I don't blame him. Do I feel like it's going to happen? No. No, I don't. But that's just a situation with Dame being traded. We'll see what happens. Free agency begins on Friday. I'm pretty sure this team's talking to free agents right now. There's no big noise on anything about who's going to go where. There's rumors, but y'all hear the rumors on Facebook and all of that, man. All of them, most 90% of them don't turn out to be true. So I'm not even focused on that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Dame, man. I honestly believe that Dame finished. I don't think he finishes his career in Portland because I honestly do believe that when the CBA kicks in, it's probably with the incoming contracts of Anthony Simons, Shaedon Sharpe, possibly Scoot Henderson in the next couple of years, is going to put them in a position to be like, hey, Dame, we appreciate your time here, but we need to go ahead and start rebuilding for the future. And at that's the only scenario at this moment that I see them trading Dame. I don't see him being moved this summer. I don't see him being moved during the trade deadline. I just don't. I think Dame is a Portland Trailblazer for life if he wanted to be, depending on how much he wants to get paid and what he wants to do with his contract. Once he approaches 35, 36, then it's time to kind of talk about how much they're paying you. But other than that, man, that's pretty much all I got on the Dame situation. Once again, make sure you hit like And subscribe. Make sure you put your comments in the comment section too, man. Make sure you do that. I'd love to hear y'all opinion. I'll go back and forth with y'all in the comments all day. But once again, this is your future favorite sportscaster, Matthew Wilson with Blackout Sports. Y'all have a good day.
I'ma make him give me roses while I'm here. I'ma make him give me roses while I'm here. I'ma make him give me roses while I'm here. Rest in peace, Kobe, my nigga. I'ma do this for you, bro. I'ma make him give me roses while